race fans, and welcome once again to the Full Throttle Next Gen Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series at tongue-tied tonight. Here it is, Season 2, race number 25, the Glitter Bomb 86, presented by GKR, coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. I tell you, it's time for some road racing here at Watkins Glen, and we're about to get right on down to it. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors. As always, that would be Sonic Graphic Design, Admin Box, Turn 2 Terribles, and Buster's Corner. Let's go ahead and take a look at the driver standings as we enter into this week here. And I tell you, Ken Baum Jr., Nick Cannon, they're now Ken Baum, he's about 11 points ahead, and not a very big lead. Nick Cannon, we're going to see who's got the skills here tonight at Watkins Glen. Colin McCarthy there in that third position, only 30 points out of first position. Tyler Isley fourth, Lucas Nilges fifth. Then we have William Brown in the sixth position, David Smith seventh. Now all these guys are pretty much unchanged. Eighth, Carson Pittman, ninth, Bill Hales. Stan Mayberry moves up to, actually that's a tie there between Bill Hales and Stan Mayberry. They're all knotted up there at 657 points. And so there is no technically no 10th place, and 11th would be Jaden Bingaman, up one spot, and to Kevin Click, he moved up 3 spots into 12th, and so we'll and we see where the rest of the top 20 in the standings are at the moment. Now going and looking over at the teams here, everything is unchanged through the top 5 positions there. Mayberry Motorsports swaps places with Posse Racing. They move up into the 6th position, and that's really the only change this week as far as the teams are concerned. Now, as far as the race tonight here, I tell you, it is a beautiful night for racing. Air temperature only 73 degrees. The track temperature a little toasty at 112. It's only very still out there. Wind's only 2 miles an hour. Of course, they're running the standard 4 sets of tires. They have 3 green, white, checkered temps, and I believe it's 90 laps out there. I'm gonna double check that again. I had to get some last minute things done here. We have to, we'll go ahead and we got a little bit of time here because not too much time left, but let's look and see how much time we have before we go into qualifying here. And okay, well, there we go. The checkered flag's in the air, and it's a 10-minute qualifying session. And of course, you need a little bit of time there to be able to. Oh, somebody just went sliding off turn 1 as we roll over to the qualifying session here. Let's see who will start to come out first here. See some guys on. There's Michael Zuver. He's one of our guys with the webcam. It looked like he's at the pit entry there, getting ready to hit the road. There's old Mike. I think he must be. I wonder if he's waiting for the green light, because there may be a there he is. He finally got the green light there, so we'll ride on board with him. Head on out. Around this twisting and turning course here. Making his way down that down towards the carousel here. Hops the curb just a little bit. Yeah, those tires still are a little cold, and so he has to get some heat in those tires. Of course, they'll be in his out lap. And down to that second gear. Final left-right turns here onto the front stretch, and when he clock will start running. Here. Oh, and he gets it wrong. coming off the final. He can still go now. He just has to get up to speed. Looks like he may elect to just go ahead and pit and start over again. So we'll go ahead and let's see who else is out there. There's Ken Baum Jr. I'm assuming he's on his hot lap here. He's really throwing that thing through the corners. Here he comes down to the carousel here, making his way through there clean. Oh, and he blinked on us. Now that could be interesting tonight. We'll see if anybody has any connection issues. Hopefully not. Using every bit of the racing surface, it's okay. You know, you're not. It's not like Formula One. They have track limits and things. You know, if these guys go off, you know, no penalty points for them there. But it doesn't help their time. Getting through that final corner, putting the power down. Boy, these cars look like they're sliding around a little bit out there tonight. And let's see if that was his first time lap as he crosses the line. There he goes. Actually, P3 of the 112.174. Who's on provisional pole? That would be the number 4 there, Carson Pittman, with a 111.822. And looks like he's getting ready. And I think they get like 2 qualifying laps. So he's already has one. He's on provisional pole. Let's see if he can improve his time here. Coming out of the final turn, really close to that wall, coming down to the line. Let's see if he improves as he crosses the stripe. And does he improve? And yes, he does. 111.121. Kevin Click just crosses the line. He's in P2 position, 111.847. And then Bill Hales right now is in the P3 position. Pops the curve there just a little bit. Trying to improve on a 112.080. He just got bumped to 4th. I think it was Kevin Click, somebody, Dylan Hastings is in the 66 machine. Oh man, things are changing quickly here. Let me bring up the timing tower here. And it looks like he's done. And we're going to go ahead and pause a moment and hear from our sponsors, and it probably will roll over into our national anthem as well. So hang in there. We'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? My dough man! On my way to the money I roll.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Borden with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, folks, we're back here for the Glitter Bomb 86 here at Watkins Glen on Rice Motorsports TV. You got about 60 seconds to go, and I did check that, check those graphics there, and it is indeed it's 40 laps here tonight at this 2.42 layout of the track. This is the Cup configuration. And of course, as always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And everybody who's going to qualify has qualified. A lot of times, you know, we do have folks that do set out qualifying, so we'll wait and see. And looks like tonight we have, we already saw Michael Zuber. We've got 4 webcams tonight. And obviously with the road courses, there isn't a whole lot of time to really do any kind of interviews or anything. So we'll just be riding on board with the different drivers as they make their way around Watkins Glen this evening. The old clock's counting down and server's rolling over to the race session here. So time to get the show on the road. And got some folks starting to come out on pit road as they're populating the starting grid. Let's take a look at that starting lineup. Carson Pittman, he is your pole sitter. Starting next to him will be Ken Baum Jr. Then we have Bill Hales in that 3rd position. Dylan Hastings is 4th. And then we have Kevin Click in the 5th spot. Don DeGroot starting in the 6th position. And then we have Lucas Nilgis starting 7th. He's the first of the GKR, the sponsor for tonight's race. And then Michael Zuber, 8th. 9th is Matthew Fitz. Nick Cannon, 2nd place in the point standings, rounds out your top 10. Then we have Chris Lynn in the 11th position. 12th is Jimmy Barr. In the 13th position, we have Robbie Bice with David Smith Jr. 14th. 15th is Ryan Broderick. Then we have Jaden Bingham in 16th. 17th is Briggs Swope. Kyle McCarthy in the 18th position. 19th, see now McCarthy on down did not post a qualifying time, so McCarthy slots in 18th. Brian Presley will start 19th. Carl Fitz behind him in 20th. Then we have Stan Mayberry 21st. Michael Self 22nd. And David Salter starting shotgun on the field in the 23rd position. And I think we're still waiting for all of the drivers. Once the last driver gets on the track, then we'll be ready to go. It'll automatically trigger the start of the race, getting ready for 40 laps here. Shout out to the folks in the chat. Michael Zuber, had that little mistake in his out lap. Is it courtesy of Miller Lite, ladies and gentlemen? The car is getting ready to roll out now. And it looks like, a lot of times on the road courses, I thought they usually will start them like maybe 1 or 2 turns from the end of the lap, but the pace car is taking them all the way around on their pace lap, which is cool. I just wasn't thinking that they were going to do that here. At other road courses, they don't. Maybe it's just the length of the road course. Maybe that's why the iRacing software decided, well, we'll do this instead of doing the short parade lap. We'll go ahead and just do the full thing here. Nice. Looks like I see 20. Now, Michael Self is on pit road. I wonder if he's having any problems. They said he jumped to the pits. He might have missed the start or something. Let's see, all the drivers making their way down. Somebody straight line the chicane. They're probably just trying to make sure everybody gets through there cleanly. Right now we're showing 23 cars still in the Surler here. Ken Baum Jr., he's right there, just ready to get going. Going to try to get the jump on the 4 machine if he can. If they come around to approaching the final turn, pace car will be pulling in. Pace car's on pit road, waiting for that green flag. We got a green, and we're racing here at Watkins Glen. Racing down to turn 1. The guys at the front, they get through cleanly. Oh, there's a lot of bunching up back here. Oh, somebody's spinning around. I think that was, who was that? That was Ryan Broderick. And Broderick, he's getting going. Kevin Click got caught up in that. Dylan Hastings right behind him there, the 66. Man, that's a big drop for Hastings. He lost 18 positions. And now they're going to have to fight to get back up to the rest of the field there. Meanwhile, up the front there, Carson Pittman. Oh, no, Michael Zuber in some trouble there. Trying to get back on the racing surface. So a little bit of calamity going on here right on lap number 1. Not so much so for the 2 front runners. They've already opened up a huge gap, over 2 seconds between them and Bill Hales. Pittman did manage to hold on to, he'll lead lap number 1, where Ken Baum Jr. is right there on his heels though, as they start the 2nd lap. There's Bill Hales in the 3rd spot, Don DeGroot in the 4th position, followed by Nick Cannon rounding out your top 5. They're all spaced out nicely. Then Lucas Nilgis is in that 6th position, and Jimmy Barr is behind him. As David Salter down on pit road. Does he have any damage? And it doesn't, maybe he might have just a tiny bit. It doesn't quite look like he has damage, but he's getting tires. Yeah, that's interesting that he's getting tires after the first lap. They can't, I wouldn't imagine there's any wear on those tires. unless he spun, he might have flat spotted them or something. So that might have been what happened there. Ken Baum Jr. trying to chase down the number 4. Well, this road course is pushing my computer here pretty hard here. The frame rates are just barely in the acceptable range. I might have to jump in there and make a quick little adjustment. Try to see if we can get some more FPS here. While I'm trying to hang in there. And the gap is now 2.3 seconds between those two and Bill Hales. Hales, he's comfortably in that 3rd position. So don't want to lose that. Don DeGroot doing good in that 4th spot. He's got a nice gap between him and Nick Cannon. 1.5 seconds actually, and that gap is growing. Nick Cannon. You know, we always see this when we get to a road course. You know, a lot of the guys that you see up the front, they may still be near the front, but they may not necessarily be at the front. And then sometimes you see other guys that you don't always see right up at the front. Their road racing skills. Oh, a little wiggle there for the 8 machine. As he tries to maintain control of it, his teammate Lucas Neal just in that 6th position. He's another one of our webcam drivers here tonight. Trying to see if he can close up the gap here on his teammate. Oh, and something happened to Ken Baum Jr. Ken Baum must have spun or something. He did, and so we'll have to go back and maybe take a look at that and see what happened there. Let's see. Let me go see if I can find that in the replay here. This is Ken Baum here, and he was right on the tail there. Carson Pittman trying to run him down, and oh, it got away from him, and he didn't actually crash. He just spun, and did he? No, he doesn't touch anything. So he manages to continue on, but he did lose a few positions in the process. There's Baum right there. You just saw him go out of the picture there. Now he's down to the 4th position. He's got Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon was just chasing him for all he was worth the last few races. And now here they are together again. So further back in the order, there's Chris Lynn. He's in the 9th spot. And he's got David Smeal right behind him. So that's a nice little battle heating up there. Watching them continue to battle here. A little further back, Jaden Bingaman in the 13th position there. He gained 3 spots. Both him and Briggs Swope gained 3 spots since the start of the race. So trying to hold on to that 14th spot. Ryan Broderick right behind him. A lot of close quarter. And there's the 66 Dylan Hastings. Remember, he lost 12 spots at the start of the race when he went off course. Right behind him, also Michael Zuber had some problems on that opening lap. I mean, they're duking it out. There he is now duking it out with with Briggs Swope there for that position, and trying to get past the 57. They race down towards the carousel. Who's going to get there first? Oh boy, looks like it's going to be Zuber. He just does squeeze in there in that 16th position. A little further back is Brian Pressler. And behind him is Stan Mayberry way back here. Now, road course racing may not be Stan's thing. Like some of the guys, you know, it may not be their forte, but hey, you never know what's going to happen during the race. There could be retirements, and you just soldier on best you can. And Carl Fitz back in the 20th spot, Michael Self 21st, and David Salter, he's back on track. You know, he pitted on lap 2. Kevin Click, is Click out? I don't even see him, because he was also the one that had some problems earlier in that opening lap. So I don't know if Click is just in the pits. He's not showing. He's showing as in the pits. You know, he might be retired. Carson Pittman. Now he's getting ready to catch David Salter. You know, Salter came in for that lap 2 pit stop. Pretty much losing almost a whole lap now. He's about to get caught by your leader. Coming out to the final turn here, and oh boy, is he coming down the pits again? I think he is. Yep, he's down on pit road once again, so he'll go a lap down. Pittman continues on. Bill Hales is right there, trying to close that gap. It's only 0.8 of a second now, and the gap is actually coming down a bit. Bill Hales might have something for the number 4 here. As he will try to run down Carson Pittman. He's holding about half a second, and they've got Michael Self. That's a lap car up there in front of them. Oh boy, Pittman went way off the track there, keeping his momentum up. This is going to be a challenge. Boy, Michael Self and Carl Fitz, the 18 car. Now they're going to try to just stay out of the way or get out of the way as two of your leaders just kind of scoot on through there. Man, that was close, but they did manage to get through. How about Ken Baum Jr.? Now he's trying to get past Michael Self now. Baum in that 3rd position. Field now starting to spread out a little bit. Don DeGroot in that 4th position. Continuing along nicely. Everybody's going to look like he already got past Michael Self, and he's closing up on Carl Fitz in the 20th position. And both Salter and Click are on pit road. Oh boy, they're really piling up behind there. Carl Fitz trying to, all these guys back here, Nick Cannon, they all caught him right there at the carousel there. Carl Fitz doing everything he can to try to get out of the way. And everybody else, to their credit, they did good to get around the 18 without any problems there. Lucas Neal just getting a little closer now to the number 8. Boy, Cannon locking him up there a little bit on that final corner. Now to start lap number 10. And just like that, we're 25% of the way into this race. Got somebody on pit road. It's Robbie Bice making his way down pit road. Let's see. Car looks okay. It doesn't look like he has any damage or anything like that. Maybe coming down for a set of tires. He has, they have 4 sets that they start on, plus 3 additional sets. Now, of course, in this league, they don't do any fast repairs, so he's pitting on lap 10. So 3 extra sets. He may pit lap 10, 20, and 30. Just kind of spread it out nice and even. And he did get tires. He just got fuel. So no tires for the 28. just trying to do maybe a little field calculation here. Maybe see if he can jump some guys later on when they make their stop. Going to try to go long on his next run here. You know, back up the front, Bill Hales still clinging to Carson Pittman there. Doing a good job trying to hang on. And of course, they're both Mopar Motorsports drivers, so Mopar running 1 and 2 right there. Ken Baum Jr. In that 3rd position. He's the Turn 2 Terribles driver, and I believe that's up in smoke there with Don DeGroot and Nick Cannon. He is a GKR driver there. Oh, Jimmy, let's see, did something happen with Jimmy Barr? He's in trouble. Oh, boy, got together with, I think that was Chris Lynn, I believe, and he's trying to get turned around. Lynn, he's on his way, and I see the 5 there, Ryan Broderick. So everybody kind of getting together there. Oh, no, Jimmy Barr just jumped to the pits. So let's go back and let's take a look, see if we can see what happened there. And so here they're coming down towards the carousel. Jimmy Barr, he's at green number 12. Going in, and oh, he slides off and ends up trying to hold on to it. He collects, well, yeah, he collects the 32 there. Chris Lynn, oh, boy. I think that was David Smeal, Michael Zuber. They got lucky going through on the inside. The 5, he wasn't as lucky. Broderick, he's just trying to get himself going there. So a little bit of a pileup coming out of the carousel. Broderick, he continues on. And now Robbie Bice, he's in that 17th position, or he pitted on lap 9. And see, and little things like that can come back to reward him later on in the race if he can stay out of trouble. Carl Fitz. Now Chris Lynn, that's not for position. He's some more guys having to try to get past the 18 car. Let's see, where is Stan Mayberry? He's in the 18th position. Man, he just got recently lapped, I believe, by the leaders. He's right there between 3rd place Baum and DeGroot in the 4th position. But already he's moved up 3 spots. He's one of the, I think one of 2 or 3 cars are 1 lap down. The other cars are multiple laps down. But like when things happen like what we just saw with those other cars having their troubles, even if you're a little on the slow side, it can still help you in the long run. Just keep that thing on track. Here we go, Michael Zuber. He was one of the guys got caught up there and currently in the 12th position. Chris Lynn right behind him there. Him, Kyle McCarthy, Ryan Broderick, they're all battling for position there. Nice 3-car battle for the 13th spot. Pittman still leads Bill Hales by half a second at teammates, so they're probably just holding formation for the time being. Ken Baum Jr. 0.8 of a second behind the 2 leaders. Yeah, careful as they put the power down. Racing down to turn number 1. Oh, look at Colin McCarthy taking a look down on the inside. Chris Lynn going very wide. And he does get to 32, kind of barely. Boy, Lynn is right there. He's all over the 24 as they race down to the carousel. Broderick gets past the 32 as well. So it's McCarthy, then Broderick right behind them, followed by the 32 Chris Lynn. Let's see, there's David Smil Jr., one of our another one of our webcam drivers here, currently running in the 8th position. He's got Matthew Fitz right in front of him. And no pressure from Dylan Hastings behind. Hastings is 6.5 seconds behind Smil, so he can focus his attention on the 3 machine. As they race down, I believe they're heading towards the final 2 turns here. I'm sorry, that's the carousel, my bad, but so we got somebody else on pit road. Looks like it's Brian Pressler making his way down. His first stop of the evening onto pit road. And let's see, does he get tires? Yes, he does. Tires and fuel. Top off that tank. That car does have it looks like it has a few dings on it. That hood is, you can see the seams aren't all together there, and he may be sitting there just getting a little bit of body work taken care of. He's actually not even in the car at the moment, so he'll remain on pit road there. There's Dylan Hastings in the 9th position, all by himself there. He's well, he's closing in on what's going on. Where is David Smil? He must be around on the other side of the track now. Matthew Fitz is 5 seconds ahead of him. There's Smil. Oh, he changed his car color. That's what's okay. That was throwing me off there a little bit. I don't think he's got a slightly different look there tonight. I think his car is a little darker color than that previous weeks here. The battle's still raging on here. Kyler McCarthy riding Broderick, Michael Zuver all battling for position. Well, look at Zuver down on the inside of Broderick into that 13th position. And they're all battling hard. Oh, look, Broderick went a little wide there. They all got past Chris Lynn. He's trying to play catch up in that 15th position. Michael Self is like 4 seconds behind. Let's check back up the front here. Oh, look at Ken Baum Jr. He's got back up to the 2nd position. He had some problems early. Had a little spin there, and he's made his way back up into contention with Carson Pittman. And boy, he's really putting on the pressure now on the number 4, Bill Hales. Hasn't been able to quite keep up with those two. Don DeGroot, he's a little bit further back in that 4th spot. He's actually 13 seconds behind your leaders, but man, that's a fierce battle now going on with Carson Pittman and Ken Baum Jr. And I believe, what was it, earlier this season, I think it was at the Circuit of the Americas, man, they were really duking it out there as well. I think it was these two. More folks down on pit road as these guys battle it out. Brick Swope making his way in. And there go your leaders right there. Ken Baum trying to get the lead from Carson Pittman. They're just on a different level than the rest of the field. Bill Hales there in the 3rd spot. Don DeGroot several seconds back. But I mean, just off the podium, but still not doing bad. He's managing to stay ahead of Ken Baum Jr. And that was Robbie Bice moving out of the way. Bice not on the lead lap. He's in the 15th position. A little further back, there's Lucas Nilges. No pressure from anybody. He's 5.5 seconds ahead of Matthew Fitz. Fitz having to deal with Dylan Hastings, though, 66 car. Hastings, he's closing in quick here. Trying to get close to the bumper of Fitz. And while those two are battling, boy, one of your leaders peels off on the pit road. It's Ken Baum Jr. coming down here. It's already 21 laps remaining. So Ken Baum Jr. making his way down to his pit box. First stop of the evening for the number 2. Let's see if he gets some tires here. I would imagine he would. And oh, just a splash of fuel. Okay, he's gone 20 laps on those tires. He said, you know what, I'm gonna keep them on here. He must be happy with the wear and the way the car is feeling. He's more concerned with the tires. I mean, more concerned with the fuel than he is the tires. And of course, a tire change would have been a lot more time there. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Now Carson Pittman, he's making his way around. Here's the final turn here. Is he going to come down pit road? Let's see. No, he stays out. He was down there on the lane. Looked like he was going to dive in there at first, but he's going to push on here. But Ken Baum Jr., he's just about 30 seconds, about 29.3, I would say. He's around 30, close to 30 seconds. And that's kind of the gap you would need, I think, to pit, get in and get out and retain your position. So, and you can see that, you see on the timing tower, Baum is making his way back up through the order now in 5th. But he's still around 29 seconds ahead of Carson Pittman. And this is where the strategy comes in. Pittman's really going to have to hot-footed around the track now. Don DeGroot down on pit road, and looks like he's just getting fuel as well. A lot of guys are feeling good about the tires. Tires must not be wearing that much at all here. As Matthew Fitz coming to a stop at his pit box, and now he is going to get a set of good years and be on his way. Left side's on, right side's going on, just the opposite of the way you would see on a regular oval track. Top that tank off. He's ready to go. And 20.8 seconds for the number 3. Making his way back out onto the track. Nick Cannon now is in that 3rd position. Ken Baum Jr. is the only driver in the top 10. Well, I'll take that back. Don DeGroot as well. He's running 10th at the moment. Ken Baum Jr., he just stopped on lap 19. DeGroot stopped on lap 20. Now here's David Smil Jr. making his way down, pitting from the 7th position. You can see Bingaman heading on by. He'll move up into the 7th spot. David Smil Jr. will fall down the order, but he knows these other guys are going to have to stop, if anything, for fuel. So we've gone half the race distance, and he's going to get tires. Now that's interesting, because we saw who was it? Ken Baum Jr. pitted on lap 19, just about halfway. He didn't take any tires. He just got fuel. And I'm wondering, would he try to go the rest of the race just without taking on any tires? Could he even do that? And Don DeGroot pitted on lap 20, so he definitely went halfway, and he got a fresh set of tires to boot. And who knows, he might be making enough fuel mileage where he could go another 20 laps and not have to worry about pitting. He pitted exactly halfway in this race, so he's in 10th right now as he keeps it on the track there. And you see Colin McCarthy coming down pit road. Now that, who knows, that could turn out real good there for who is Don DeGroot there, the 61 car. As more drivers are going by, there's Ken Baum Jr. He's in the 5th position now, and the gap is now 28 seconds between him and Carson Pittman. Pittman has not pitted yet, so he's gone over half distance. So it's not a question of fuel. We know that they can get there from lap 20 because they've gone 24 laps now and haven't pitted yet. And we're less than halfway to go, so you know he'll only have to stop one time. It's just a question of when he decides to stop and how far can he afford to push it, and how far can that gap come down. Will he take tires, or will he just do like Ken Baum Jr. and just get fuel only? Because the more fuel he burns out, the longer it's going to take to put that fuel in as well. He may, since it's going to take a little longer, he knows he might go ahead and throw some tires on in the process as well. I'm very interested to see how this is going to work out, because if Baum, if he does not stop again, he'll have the same tires on for the whole race, and then Pittman will, if he gets tires, then he'll have fresh tires. So this will definitely be interesting. 12.5 seconds there for Dylan Hastings. There's Nick Cannon going, but looks like he's getting his way past Brick Swope, trying to get past the 57. And yeah, he's in the, actually Swope is in 17th position, so that wasn't a battle for position there. Cannon, and it's still only Ken Baum Jr. and Don DeGroot, the only two guys in the top 10 who've even stopped for anything, tires, fuel, whatever. And a good portion of the field, I'd say a good 3/4 of the field, have stopped somewhere along the way. Don't forget, folks, in the description there's a link to live timing and scoring, and you can jump down there and see what's going on with your favorite driver. Michael Zuber trying to hold on to that top 10 position at running 10th. And he's got Stan Mayberry behind him, and the leader Carson Pittman as well. And Zuber, he has yet to stop as well. Dylan Hastings down on pit road. So another driver making his way down. And there's Robbie Bison. Remember, Robbie, he stopped way back on lap 9. And right now he's in the 15th position. There's a lot of guys. Let's see. He's in 15th. Zuber hasn't stopped. Chris Lynn hasn't stopped. Roderick hasn't stopped. Bingaman hasn't stopped. And along with your top 3, so that's seven drivers that he might, let's see, he's 1 lap down. He's in the 14th position. He's about half a lap behind your leader. So let's, Lucas Nildress is leaving pit exit there. 15.1 second stops for him. Hastings still in his pit box. Boy, long stop there for the 66. Finally getting out of there. Boy, 55 seconds. That was a very long stop for Dylan Hastings. And Pittman, he continues on. Ken Baum Jr. in 4th. He's 27 seconds behind your leader, Carson Pittman. Teammate Bill Hale's right there in that 2nd spot. He's 3 seconds behind Pittman. And then we have Nick Cannon now in the third position. Those top three, they still have to stop. And you would think they're going to have to stop at some point. The Ken Baum Jr. is only just under 3.5 seconds behind Nick Cannon. And Cannon's like 24 seconds behind Pittman, so you can see. Oh, I see some smoke there. Somebody went off. Jaden Bingaman making his way down pit road. Oh, Hastings back on pit road again. That's not good for the 66. Another long stop for Dylan Hastings, and oh, a bit of damage there, so maybe that's what he's doing. He's having to get back on pit road and try to do some damage limitation there and get as much work done as possible. Zuber up to the 7th spot. Here goes Nick Cannon, one of your top 5, peeling off, going down pit road in lap 28. Making his way down to his pit box. It'll be interesting. Let's see if Cannon gets tires and fuel or just fuel only. And okay, yep, he's going to get a set of Goodyears. And topping that tank off as well. Let's see how long it takes him. We've seen like high 14s, low 15s. And boy, that was 14.8. Not bad for tires and fuel. He's on his way. So we'll see where that gets him later on. Now the field is, let's see, Bill Hales is now in the 2nd position. Well, he was 2nd anyway. But the gap's still around just over 3.5 seconds between him and the leader and teammate Carson Pittman. He's kind of lost sight now of the number 4. Can't really see him. It might be there. There he is. You can just see him there as he comes onto the straightaway towards the carousel there. As he heads down, teammate already going through. That's Chris Lynn in front of him. That's going to lose another lap here. But you never know at any point. It's right now. It's 12 laps remaining. You know, Pittman and Hales could pit any moment here. That gap to Baum is actually back up to 28, say 20, high 27s as far as time. And I think he's coming in this time, folks. Here he comes. Yep. Carson Pittman down on pit road. And look on your track map. You see Ken Baum Jr. In the 3rd position. And you see, where is he at the moment? I'm trying to find him myself. Oh, he's about to come out of the final turn. And Carson Pittman hasn't even gotten to his pit box yet. Look at that. Wow. So, yeah, that you would have probably had to have over 30 seconds to hold on to the lead. Ken Baum Jr., I think he's should leapfrog him. Well, he does leapfrog Carson Pittman, just exiting the pits, and Bill Hales now will be next, and the gap is only 24 seconds. That's not going to be enough time to get in and get out and stay ahead of Ken Baum Jr. He'll probably, I'll imagine, he'll end up behind Carson Pittman. Ryan Broderick is several more seconds back, so I'm thinking Bill Hales will probably come out I would say 3rd in this situation, in this scenario here. That's what I'm going to predict if things remain the way they are right now. And here he comes now, folks. Let's see what happens. And making his way down, Michael Zuber already on pit road ahead of him. So there's your leader, Bill Hales, and Ken Baum Jr. coming down towards the last couple of corners here. So you know he's gonna inherit the lead. Just saw him go through the shot there at the back. Bill Hales still, there he is. There's Ken Baum Jr. And Ryan Broderick is in 3rd. What happened to, wait a minute. Where Carson Pittman's down in 14th. What happened to Carson Pittman? Did he spin or something? Let's see here. Let me go look at some stuff. Oh, Carson Pittman crashed because he should have been right behind Ken Baum Jr. Let's go see what happened here. He's exiting pit road. There he is coming out of pit road. Oh, and he went right into the wall. Oh my goodness. Heavy hit there. Oh man. And that was it right there for the number 4. And they don't have faster pairs. He's back out on track though, but he's where is he right now? He's down in the well, no, he's not on track. He's still on pit road apparently. It's not though. Did he retire? Let's see. Pittman, where is Pittman at? Yep, he did retire. He put it behind the wall. Man, one of your leaders just kind of messed up coming off of pit road, and it's game over for the number 4. Wow. Talk about a game changer. So now Ken Baum Jr., he's just about 9 seconds ahead of teammate Bill Hales. Not teammate, but the teammate of Carson Pittman, Bill Hales, in that second position. And Ryan Broderick is almost 40 seconds behind Hales. So if he felt that maybe if he needed to get some tires, because I don't know if he pitted on lap 30. I don't know if he took tires or not, but right now he's trying to make his way past Michael Zuver. He may be able to, I take that back. Broderick is 39 seconds behind Ken Baum Jr. and Hales himself is 10 seconds. So it's really only about 29 seconds. So he's got a little bit of a situation here. He's not really far enough ahead of the 5. He's going to have to stay out there till the end of the race to hold on to that second position. There's Broderick in the number 5, who actually has yet to stop. He's one of the only drivers in the top 10. He is the only driver in the top 10 who has yet to stop. So that's going to be good for Don DeGroot. He pitted on lap 20, and I believe he took tires. So Don DeGroot might be sitting pretty here for a podium position. I'm going to bring up my, let's see. Pit stop time. I'm going to spread out some data for myself here. Don DeGroot, yep, his last pit stop was 7.38 seconds. So he only took fuel. So he may be trying to, it's 8 laps to go. I'm thinking he can hold on for 8 more laps. And, but can he hold on to the lead, though? Because Nick Cannon's not too far behind. And Nick Cannon, his last stop was 14.8 seconds, so he's got fuel and tires. So he's got some fresh tires. Those two may move up a position each when Ryan Broderick pits. But DeGroot will move into the final podium position, but will he be able to hold on to it with a hard charging number 8 there, Nick Cannon? And his tires may allow him to continue to push and put pressure on the 61. And he's got Lucas Nilges ready to exert some pressure himself. His last pit stop was just over 15 seconds. So that tells me that he got tires and fuel as well. So these two guys, boy, locking them up there. There's Ryan Broderick, the number 5 now, pulling down on pit road. And you see Nick Cannon and Lucas Nilges, they go right on by. Cannon now into that 4th spot. Don DeGroot not too far. Oh, and he goes really wide out of turn 1. Man, he may be a sitting duck for both Cannon and Nilges. Up in smoke driver trying to hold on for 7 laps to that final podium position. Boy, he's running on the same tires that he started on. And it doesn't seem like a fair fight here, folks. Because I think the 8 and the 21 are just going to run him down. They've got plenty of time, 6 laps remaining. Nick Cannon getting closer and closer. Do a shout out to the folks in the chat. Charles Roberson, how you doing, buddy? He's raced in a couple of previous, some of the other leagues that we've broadcast here on Rice Motorsports TV. Who knows? Maybe we'll see him out on track here one of these days. Nick Cannon trying to get closer to Don DeGroot, right about half a second now. And you know, to Don's credit, he's got those same tires on. Boy, he's really trying to put up a fight. I think he's about to give up the ghost here, though. Those tires trying to hold on. He's asking a lot of those Goodyears to go from lap 1 all the way to the end. He probably has the fuel to get there. He still has a good opportunity. Lucas Nilges is right behind him, though, so that would drop him down to 5th if Nilges gets past. But he could be on pace for a good top 5 finish here, because Broderick is over half a minute behind them. Just making their way past Brian Pressler. A very good battle with Don DeGroot there, trying to hold off Lucas Nilges. 5 laps remaining. The gap is growing. Boy, 13 seconds. Bill Hales, he is really, he's trying to get by Carl Fitz there. That gap, that might have caused that gap to grow just a little bit. And so far we have Pittman, Barr, Salter, and Click. Those 4 retirements. Let's look back through the field. There's Stan Mayberry. Remember, he was running he was running almost, he wasn't dead last. He was right there near the back. Right now he's in the 13th position. He's moved up 8 positions since the start of the race. Now he's got some guys that are ahead of him on the track going by, but he, like I said, he's just keeping it on track. And you know, his longevity alone is just helping him move up the order, you know, staying out of trouble, keeping that thing between the white lines. Only 13 spots out of a top 10 finish there for Stan Mayberry. Matthew Fitz in the 3 machine in the 8th spot. He's got McCarthy 3.5 seconds behind. He's 5 seconds behind David Smeal Jr. So I don't think he's gonna catch Smeal at all there. Oh, Smeal getting by Michael Self there as he goes down the front stretch. And now only 3 laps remaining. And I think these guys, they kind of have it on cruise control now. You know, I tell you now, Smeal, he pitted on lap, what was it? He pitted on lap 21. He had tires and fuel. So, wow, that's something. They were able to just go a 40-lap race and only use 1 set of tires. So, good run there for David Smeal Jr. If you look a little further back, there's Colin McCarthy in the 9th position. And he's got Michael Zuber not too far behind. Zuber trying to, he's in 10th. Now, he's not in any danger of falling out of the top 10. He's 1 lap down. But Chris Lynn is also a lap down, but he's quite a ways back behind him. Almost this whole straightaway right here that you see here. There he is, and there's Chris Lynn just now coming down to that turn. Getting past, now he's just got past Stan Mayberry there. .57 Briggs Swope in the 13th position now. Mayberry, I believe Mayberry just passed him here not too long ago. He still gained 4 spots from where he started the race. Somebody, oh, Stan Mayberry on pit road. Now, this may be a fuel thing, I would imagine, with 2 laps to go. Just coming in, just a splash of fuel, and he's on his way. Just couldn't make it to the end. Wow. And he's still 13th. I think now he's 13th. Where is I can't even see where 14th position is, but I think he'll come out okay. He'll hold on to that 13th position. Meanwhile, up the front, Ken Baum Jr. crosses the line. The white flag is in the air. Bill Hales a whopping 15 seconds behind Ken Baum Jr. Nick Cannon is in that 3rd position. And he's got Lucas Nilges about a second behind him. There's Lucas right there. And he has 1 lap now. And gonna have to try to see if he can catch the number 8. Man, that's kind of a big ass on just 1 lap. You know, that's you're asking the tires, come on now. Here they come around now to start the final lap. And while they start their final lap, Ken Baum Jr. heading down towards the final 2 turns. Oh man, Stan Mayberry on pit road again. I wonder if he thought the race was over. He needed to go 1 more lap. Unless he didn't get enough fuel in the tank. Checkered flags are in the air. And Ken Baum Jr. going to cruise to the win. Your winner here tonight at Watkins Glen. Congratulations there to Ken Baum Jr. Bill Hales, he's in that 2nd position. So he'll finish in the 2nd position. Nick Cannon trying to hold on. Looks like he'll get the 3rd spot as they come to the line. So Nick Cannon will round out the top 3 there. But congratulations there to Ken Baum Jr., your winner here tonight. Well, let's go ahead and get the guys up into the interview booth here. Let's go find everybody here. There's Bill. We'll put him on up there. And Ken Baum Jr., put him up there. Let's go find Nick Cannon. Let's see, where's Nick at? He's further down here somewhere. Nick, there he is. We'll go ahead and move him on up. And we'll go ahead and head on down there with him. Okay, folks, we're down here with your top 3. Ken Baum Jr., Bill Hales, and Nick Cannon. Well, I tell you, hey, Ken, you got a copy there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
10-4, man, I tell you, congratulations on that win, man, and looking pretty good for you there at the finish there, man. I tell you, good strategy and everything as well. And so, yeah, congratulations on that win.
Thank you. After I spun out, I didn't really know what to do.
Oh, no. Well, I tell you, man, you only use, you took on a set of tires, right? Did you take a set, or did you go all the way with just the 1 set of tires?
I just took, there's enough fuel to get me to the end. I didn't do anything else.
Wow, that is something. So the tires felt great all the way from the green flag to the checkered flag, huh?
Yeah, they didn't have that much fall off at all.
Man, that is something, man. 10-4, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
The Turn 2 Terribles, the team, all my sponsors, my daughter, my girlfriend, they support me. I appreciate it.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.
Man. Hey, Bill, you got a copy?
Yeah, bud. How you doing tonight?
Man, hey, good to see you on the podium, man. Congratulations. That's 2nd position.
Thank you, sir. Yep, just wanted to stay clean tonight. Did the same as the 2, no tires. There's really no drop-off. Ran the high 111s and low 112s the whole race. So it was a good run, good point tonight. So we move on to Daytona now.
Absolutely, man. I tell you, well, you know how that can be. Well, anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, and give a shout out to the league. Also, to shout out to my wife. All of her companies are on the car, and to you also, man. Your streams are awesome, and looking forward to Daytona next week.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you at Daytona.
Thank you.
And, hey, Nick, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, and you're right up there. You keep getting on that podium, man. I know you're trying to get to that top step, man. I tell you, and but you keep knocking on that door. Sooner or later, you're gonna knock it down. And but congratulations on that third position.
Thanks. Yeah. I'll get a win eventually, maybe at Daytona. Super speedways are like my thing.
Oh, yeah.
I tend to do good there. I really like pushing people up to the front. I just work well there. I'm really looking forward to that. But
That's
tonight, yeah, I'm glad that me, Lucas, we all really stayed clean. Like we knew Ken, Kevin, Carson, everybody was gonna just run away with it. We just wanted to stay clean and finish, and we did that.
I tell you, man, and that first lap incident, man, Kevin clicked. That really changed the complexion of the race there a little bit, didn't it?
It really did. And then Carson left in the middle of the race, like during his pit stop. I have no clue what happened to him.
Or when he exited the pit road and man, he put the power down too much and spun right off and hit the wall. And it was just game over, because you knew, because I was expecting Carson to, after the pit stop rotation, I was thinking he's gonna come out like second or third or something. I think he was gonna be maybe behind Bill or whoever came out first or second. And I was looking, I was like, wait a minute, where is he? And oh man, so yeah, tough luck. You got to have some racing luck too, though. But hey, that's how it goes. But anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
League, I got my whole team, everybody over there. You for the broadcast every week. Yeah, that's about it.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, and we will see you guys next week.
Thanks.
Okay, folks. Well, that will wrap it up here. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at your the race results here. Bring those up for you. And of course, we have Ken Baum Jr., your winner, Bill Hales in the second position, Nick Cannon third, Lucas Nilgers fourth, Don DeGroot with top five finish there, Ryan Broderick sixth, David Smith Jr. seventh, Matthew Fitz eighth, Colin McCarthy ninth, and Michael Zuber, he rounds out your top 10. And then I'll scroll on down so you can see where your favorite driver ended up in the race. And so just about everybody made it to the finish line. But like they said, next race, we're heading to Daytona. It'll be the Parkinson Awareness 80, sponsored by Robbie Bice. And make sure you click like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.